Hello, good evening. Today I would like to talk to you all about the influences in my artwork. I have been fascinated by the work of Leonardo da Vinci right from my childhood during my school days when I read about him in my history books about the Renaissance art of Europe. And while we were touring Europe, I was fascinated by his work as exhibited in Louvre Museum in Paris, in Rome, and in Florence. And he could be a scientist, an illustrator, a sculpturer, artist, an inventor, and there were many facets to his genius. So, I recently purchased a book for my last trip to Missouri, and this is titled Leonardo da Vinci His Life and Works in 500 Images. I'm still reading and going through it and trying to capture the intelligent mind behind these creations. The other great masters I loved their works are Michelangelo, Van Gogh, their Rembrandt. I have a lot of books about them, about their paintings. I love Monet and I love Renoir. I have Renoir's book also with me. I have been collecting this since a very, very long time, since my college days. Then I have of Vermeer, Cézanne, and Bruegel. So these masters actually gave me the initiative or the interest to come into this field. Though I'm not an art student, I am a chartered accountant, I have finance background, but now with this whole thing, this pandemic coming in, it made me realize that my art is more important to me than anything else in this world. Then the other influences that I had was during my childhood days. I learned with my art teachers in school, that is Jaya Chandrasekharan auntie and Mondal sir from our school. Mondal sir taught us commercial art and it was very interesting. Then I move on to college life. I did a course in Fevicryl because they came up with acrylic paints for the first time in India by Pidilite Industries. And I learned under Smita ma'am, and we did art on all kinds of materials. And art was with me for a very, very long time. The other influences I had was in through Milind Malik, who is very good in watercolors, and I have purchased a lot of books by him, and he is an expert in watercolors, and I'm trying my best to hone my skills in watercolors. Then after in between, even when I was working and as an adult, I was teaching in colleges, and weekends saw me going to art classes with Neha Asher. She taught us fine arts and she helped us to create original art form, and she helped us to brainstorm and put our ideas into canvas as visual communication. So I acknowledge her contribution to my art, and then I learned. I was selected for a mentorship program by Ashish Pahi of Kala Nirvana. I learned a lot from his tutelage, and then in between, in December 2020, I found this group online called Art Next Level, which is a brainchild of Sergio Gomez, a Chicago-based artist, and we are artist members from all across the world. And I have been learning marketing strategies from Sergio, and we have a lot of challenges throughout the year. We have programs for emerging artists and mid-scale artists and expert artists. Then I had one-to-one Zoom meeting with Drew Harris, a Canadian-based artist of repute, and he gave me a new direction to my work. So all members of my art group at Art Next Level have influenced my work here and there. But the best influence in my life are my mother, Dipali Ghosh. When I was a small child and she gave me a paper and she said, just fill it up, my dear child, just fill it up with flowers, birds, and bees. And she encouraged me a lot. And after marriage, my husband Narayan, he also told me that take up your paints. You were very happy doing your painting, and he took me to a lot of galleries and art museums all across Europe. So I'll have gratitude for all my influencers, and my art is a
प्यार
culmination
मांगा
of
है
all these
तुम्ही से
influences and factors,
ना
and I love my
इनकार
work.
करो
Thank you so much.
प्यार मांगा है तुम्ही से ना इनकार करो प्यार मांगा है तुम्ही से ना इनकार करो